Okay, here we have a lot of fractions. And I'm going to show you a method that probably you haven't been exposed to. Before I do that, I guess I'll solve the problem. And what I mean by that, I can add 1/4 to both sides. So I get 2h over 3. Now, 1/3 plus 1/4. The common denominator between them is 12. So this must be 4 plus 3. So now I have 2h over 2/3 equal to 7 over 12. What is the inverse? How do I get rid of fractions? So instead of multiplying by 2/3, I'm going to multiply by 3/2. So I must multiply by 3/2 here. And when I do that, we end up getting 7 times 1 is 7, 4 times 2 is 8, and h is all by itself. The answer is 7/8. So if you did this, perfect, great job, and this works every time. I want to show you a shortcut that actually, if you want to, or not when I say a shortcut, some people think that this is easier because we eliminate fractions. So let's go back to this problem. I don't like fractions. Most people don't like fractions. So I have a 3 and a 4. Let me pull this down just a little bit more. There's also a 3 here. So what is the least common multiple between 3 and 4? So obviously it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's look at 4. 4, 8, 12. I see that the least common multiple is 12. That's why you do these drills in junior high, because there is application to it. So what if I multiply everything by 12? Now let's apply the distributive property. So 2/3 times 12. I'll do this on the side here. Right, 12 over 1. The 3 cancels, and sure enough, I just get 4 times 2. So I get 8h. Okay, 12 times a negative 1/4. I'll pull that down so you can actually see that. 12 times a negative 1/4. Well, that's just as a negative 3. And 1/3 times 12, well, that is 4. Now look at this problem. Much easier to solve in terms of arithmetic. In fact, you can almost do this in your head. Divide by 8. Sure enough, h equals 7 over 8. So this technique, by multiplying by the least common multiple, will get rid of fractions, and it also works every time.